Alright guys, how y'all doing today? Hope y'all are having a great day guys. So today I just said let me go ahead and go live and just have a little chat, with all my viewers and subscribers guys. Let you all know how much y'all are greatly appreciated. And also guys, just touch on a few other topics. Nothing special guys. So first thing guys, I hope you have gotten a chance to donate to Jamaica's relief efforts guys. As you know, any help is greatly needed, guys. Whatever you have, guys, don't feel ashamed. If it's $1, $2, 50 cents, as I mentioned in my last video, guys, your help is greatly appreciated. The images may look not too bad in some places on the TV, but if you really get in on the ground, guys, definitely there's a lot of infrastructure damage and a lot of major loss of life and all that stuff, guys. And we're not only praying for Jamaica, guys, but as you know, they got the major blow with the eye falling directly inland at category 5. And I even was seeing something the other day where they were saying, my God, seemed like they got to come up with a category 6 because this storm was definitely something off the charts. Yeah, guys, and Jamaica is not really in some places. We have good structures and we have mediocre structures, guys. So, as you know, winds sustaining 175, 185 miles per hour. Even concrete structures cannot withstand that, guys. So, they said hopefully you got a chance to donate. If not, guys, don't worry. If you haven't watched that, not this last video, but the video before that, guys, hopefully you can go over there and even watch that video, guys, as we are making some progress on our donation drive, and we're almost, I believe, at $28, guys. So I'm hoping we can even get to 35 as soon as possible. I may not wait the complete month to get everything together, and we just make the donation whenever I see the video starting to tank, which I have started to see the views start to drop already, which is another thing I noticed on my channel, guys. Usually whenever I drop my videos, after about 3 days, I noticed the views start to go down. I said, my God. But, that's just inspiration for me to get out and get more content. Yeah, because that's like gasoline on the fire. I don't let it get to me and break my heart. No, I just say, all right, we're going to have to pump some more videos. Yeah, but apart from that, guys, I ain't going to complain. We have been growing steadily. I know we should be getting more views, as I will always say, guys, as I don't see any big difference with the content that I make that anyone else in my niche does. So I know I should be much further than where I am, but I'm going to continue riding the donkey. They say the patient man rides the donkey, so I'm going to just continue riding the donkey, guys. I ain't in no rush, and we ain't in this game for no fame or no major exposure to anybody or none of that stuff, guys. Yeah, as I said, I'll take the penny because, as you know, cost of living is very high and everybody needs money to survive, especially in this day and age where things are only getting harder and harder. But we'll never give up, guys. That's one thing with me. I will never quit. Whenever I put my mind to something, guys, that's one thing. Ain't nothing going to stop me. I'm going to just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Yeah, guys, so I just like to thank all of you for all your continued support, all the comments that you guys leave on the videos, guys. Just even watching the videos, liking the video, guys. It goes a far way, You may not understand, but it is greatly appreciated. And I see we have even a better traction where we aren't getting all this 200 views, at least we're starting to get into the 1,000, 2,000 range, But it seems there's a cap and the views, which I don't know, guys, but soon as we hit probably 2.5, I know this it start to tank, but not gonna worry about it. Hey, and how are you today? Yeah, guys, so I say, guys, I'm just looking now, I'm planning my next video, looking forward to getting out that next one. I'm just out right now. Today I went out to get some work done, but as you know, the season for lawn care is starting to deplete. As you know, we're getting into that fall season now, guys, and winter season, so it is Good afternoon, Mama Alita. How are you today? Mama Alita, always supporting the channel and giving major encouragement. And I know if one person who have made a donation to Jamaica, if I can put my head on the block, it would be Mama Alita. Not saying anything, guys, but I know Mama Alita's strength and her care. So it is, guys. I'm not an ungrateful person. I wouldn't understand how much Mama Alita does for this channel. And I would love to meet her one day. And her great support will definitely be returned one way or the other. And I know you guys do support. I said just watching the videos, guys, and liking. It is major support. Yeah, guys. So, planning the next video. I have two couple things in my eye. It is, guys. I just wish I could just walk into anybody's yard and just get it, guys. But that is not really how it works. But sometimes you have to take the risk where you can. I try not to, but it is, guys. And that's something y'all have to understand. It's not just getting up, getting the video, and a lot goes into just getting to find the content. I will definitely keep up the good work, and that's my duty, and God sent me on this mission. And as I said, if we even still don't get any views or anything, this is just a broadcast of my life, and I'm doing something that I absolutely love. And YouTube is even something that I've fell in love with over the time doing it, and I don't see myself quitting or running away from it despite anything. Yeah, I'm just going to keep, because it is, they say diamonds are formed under pressure, and we'll take all the pressure we have to take, you know, but we will never quit. Yeah. Good afternoon, Melissa. How are you today? My family is well, everybody is good, I'm more from the Kingston side, so thank God we were spared. Unfortunately, everybody wasn't, but I was hoping the storm would have just went off a bit more to the west, where we wouldn't have had the eye have a direct hit on us. But it is, guys, sometimes some have to face it, guys, but it's an unfortunate situation. But thankfully, again, we didn't have too much loss of life either in Jamaica. I believe we are at 33 the last time I heard. And condolence to all those people and their families, friends, and everyone, guys. But Jamaican people, one thing I have to respect and love about us, no matter what, we may fight each other and do this or do that, and y'all always say Jamaica people are crazy. Yeah, we are crazy in some aspects, but when it comes to things like this, guys, we always unite, no matter where. If we get help from the designated forces, who should give the help or not, that doesn't deter us. We'll come together as a people and get things done. I was even saying it to my friend the other day, if Jamaican people had access just to the funding and the aid, and just put the right people in control in certain areas to take care of stuff, guys, trust me, we would be. But that's a story for another day. Yeah. Good afternoon, Beasley. How are you today? Yeah, Beasley, we are going to get to the music also, because that's something I know a lot of new subscribers are on the channel, and I try to explain every time why I use the music. So we'll definitely get to that point where we'll go over the music, guys. I'm glad to hear you're well, Melissa. Yeah, guys, so as I said, just keep Jamaica in your prayers, and if you can, or whatever, just keep them in your prayers. That's all we need, guys. The more prayers, the better. But we definitely bounce back. I heard a figure that the government put out, guys, and when I heard it, I definitely scratched my head and said, my God, where is that going to come from? Because we haven't even scratched even about 10% of the funding needed to rebuild. So, and as I said, having it hit Kingston, it would have been even worse, because that's where most of our ports are, the infrastructure, the major airport, one of our international airports is in Kingston. So a lot of it would have been a much bigger repair bill, and a lot more people would be displaced and things would just be even more chaotic. So sad, sad, sad. You know, yeah, usually whenever those things happen in Jamaica, I'm one of the first outside with the machete try to get the place cleaned up. We love storms, but this one is not one where anyone could have even taken a chance with it. Shouldn't even take the chance with it. But no man can control nature, and God is in control. So that's all it is, guys. Yeah, but Jamaica will rebuild. As I said, everybody is putting their hands and heart together, which is a great thing. And I love to see that YouTubers, music artists, everyone, guys, business people, everyone, guys, is just doing their little part. Whatever you can do, you just have to do it, and don't worry, every little bit counts. Yeah, in Jamaica, we have a saying where we say one cocoa fills the basket. So that really means that, no matter how small things are, guys, the more you gather it up, the more it's going to build up into, accumulate into mass. Yeah. So, God bless Jamaica, guys. So, sometimes I don't know if you guys, I don't know, I see TikTok. We're going to jump off the Melissa topic for a second, guys. Sometimes I just like to watch some YouTube videos where even on to see where the world is going, on the TikTok there where I see dating stuff is going haywire, and I have to say, my God, this it's a sad state that the world is in itself. Yeah, the world is in a sad state in itself with the dating stuff, guys, and all that stuff. I was watching something the other day, and the girls are saying they need a man with six figures, a six pack ab, and all that, and 6 feet tall. I'm saying, my God, how will that work in this day and age? $1 million ain't easy to come by. But if that's something you guys would like to talk about, or let me know, guys, we can change the topic. Yeah, but that's something I think is crazy. Why is the mindset of people just on money? As I said, the world needs more love right now, but nobody really knows what is love. Everybody thinks love is just a strong word, and everybody lost it, guys. Yeah. But even the other day, I was out there cutting a yard, guys. I might be all over the place, today, guys. But, as we go along, we'll just catch the rhythm on the live here, guys. I was out doing a yard the other day, and somehow usually I start on the left side. They have a pond in the back, guys. I usually start on the left side of the yard. So someone was saying, let me go over on the left side of the yard and start. But there was a mind said, no, just go over on the where you normally start, because the grass is always thick around the back there. I have to go through a little fence. I can't really use my rider back there, so I have to just weed eat everything. My God, by the time I almost got halfway, I seen a water moccasin just jump up and dive right into the pond. He's about 4 foot long, fat. I said, my God. Imagine if I had just stepped over and went to the left side as my mind was telling me start on that side. I probably would have even stepped on him. He probably would have bit me. But I didn't have my phones on me, anything. I was trying to get out a quick pick, but I didn't even have my phones on me, guys. I said, my God, that's the first time I'm actually running into a venomous snake like that. Usually I see little grass snakes or little racers, but that water moccasin definitely had me on my edge. Yeah. It seemed like he was getting a little sunbath as the morning was a bit chilly, so yeah, I know he was probably a bit. But yeah, guys, I wouldn't want to get bit by that. Yeah, guys. Even the other day I was going out to work there, on my trailer tire. I was saying, let me see if I can get one more day out of it, as I seen it. I needed to change it. So getting out on the road here doing about 65 miles per hour. Going out, I just feel the truck, because you're driving your vehicle, you always going to listen to your vehicle sound and what, make sure everything is good. So I just feel like the tire, something just feel off, and I look into the rear view. I see the tire like it bouncing, so I say, my God, let me dive over real quick. Boom, dive over. By the time I look, guys, I see the tire flat. I say, shucks. Usually I have my trailer lock on me, you know. So if anything in the street, you can just drop your trailer, go do what you have to do, lock it up and get back. But even on there, I wouldn't even feel comfortable even having the lock to just lock it on the side of the street. So I said, my God, I don't want to go. I started to think, where can I get my tire changed as quick as possible? Thinking, there's no tire shops anywhere off here. 'Cause I was right basically by the airport and the main road and the US one going north, you know. So I said, shucks. One tire shop that I know is way back down. I know I can rim it all the way back down there, you know. So I said, let me see. I remember the gas station, so I said, all right, let me see if I can get to the gas station and even go get a tire and with the rim and everything. So bam, bam, bam. So drop it that. Luckily, thank God, I was able to turn, get back in the south lane, head back down, taking my time. The wheel didn't come off the rim or anything. Amen. Get over to the gas station, ask the attendant there if she can just keep an eye on it, you know. So went down to Lowe's and go get me a tire, guys. Got back, change it off. That's the picture you see in the post there, you know. But sometimes those are the things we go through in the street. That was my kind of my bad because I know I should have gotten that change, you know. Yeah, so that definitely I would have to give myself the blame on that one. But amen, everything worked out, everything happens for a reason, you know. Yeah, guys. So on to the music now, guys. Let's get to the music. So with the music now, guys. Yeah, Mama later, you know. Even the morning there before going, I looked at the time and I said, God, I wonder if I can get one more day out of this time. Because it wasn't even looking that bad, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad. I said I should be able to get one more day at least out of this time and then I take care of that stuff. So, my God, man. I said, when it happened, I said, man, your mind totally, you know, man. Just stay at home. I'd get the tire changed or something, you know, and go to work tomorrow or whatever. But part of the game, you know, I ain't going to complain. Yeah, it's part of the game. Yeah. So, with the music now, guys, as I said now, guys, everybody else in this niche, they don't use any music, you know. Alright, and it was a pleasure having you join the live, you know, and looking forward to you joining the next video and also the next live. So you have a great day. And I will definitely be safe. Thank you. Yeah, guys, so with the music now, guys, as I say, everybody else doesn't use any music, guys. I don't even like watching my own videos without any music, you know. Yeah, if I watch that video probably one time, that will probably be it, you know. But I don't really enjoy my own content when it doesn't have music, to be truthful. I will watch that video one time, but my other videos when I have music in there, I watch those videos over and over, you know what I'm saying? And music lives forever, you know? And I'm sure it's the same for y'all. You won't watch a video without music and say, alright, 5 years from now, let me go back and I remember that song. I wonder if I can find back that song. Or how that, in this case, you wouldn't be going back at 5 years from now and say, let me see if I can find back how that lawnmower and that weed eater sound. For that weed eater sound. Yeah, so music will live on forever. So I have to look at the long term effect that the music will have, you know? Yeah, the music I'm sure will have a longer term effect than me just doing a video without it. So that's part of the reason, guys. And as I say, I love music, you know. Music is a big part of me. So that's definitely another reason why I use music, and I think it adds more entertainment to the video than just everybody doing the same thing. If the world was like that where everybody did the same thing, we all look the same, we all spoke the same, it would be a boring world, you know. The world wouldn't have any color to it, you know. So everybody have to be diverse and do what they like, and I can only hope everybody else enjoys what the content that I put out, you know. Yeah, guys. But the music, it would be hard for me even right now to say I'm going to take music out of my videos because as I said, it has become basically a part of the branding of my channel. So that won't go out. I'm glad you are enjoying the music, Mama Lisa. I say most people do, you know what I'm saying? Most people do enjoy it. Yeah, you're gonna have the few that doesn't, but at the end of the day, you're always gonna have that imbalance with life, you know. You're always gonna have some that likes this, some that doesn't like that, you know. So I ain't gonna worry about that. I can't take it out now. I've gone too deep into it with it, you know. Yeah, and people fear change in life. As I was responding to a comment last night, you know, people fear change sometime, you know. You have to have change sometime in life. As long as it's not change where it's going to affect your living ways or anything like that, you have to accept some change sometime and be willing and open to other stuff. Yeah, but the music, I'm sure, isn't affecting the performance of the channel. So I wouldn't even say you have to be different, Mama Alita. You know, you have to be different. Suppose everybody that you say you're going to follow, everybody know that's going left and they are going the wrong way, and you decide to go right, and you're the only person that made the right decision to go right. So you cannot follow the crowd because the crowd sometimes will lead you into destruction. And I'm never one who enjoys following the crowd. You know, I rather they cut my own path. You know, as I said, you walk alone, yeah, your journey will be much different than everybody else's. So I'm just making my journey a bit different, you know. So I'm not going to try to follow and say, well, nobody else uses music, so I ain't going to use music. Maybe that will help me. No, I'm going to do what I love, and who loves it will enjoy as well. And I say, I know that doesn't affect the performance of the channel because it's not like if someone sees the thumbnail and the title, they say, let me watch this video, or they're gonna see automatic yes music. You're gonna have to click on the video, so the video isn't being pushed out to a wider audience for me to make that bigger judgment, or let's use the word judgment or judgment and say, all right, music is really affecting the channel because 90% of the people are complaining about the music, you know. So I'm not going to change it. It's hard. I will do sometimes without maybe one or two videos here and there without it, but I myself don't even enjoy those videos. And I love to watch back my videos and see where I'm making mistakes, where I can make adjustments with both my editing, where I'm missing stuff on the job sometimes, because whenever I get on a job, guys, I'm just, you know, I want to get it done. I'm doing the best I can, but sometimes, you know, you may overlook stuff. You know how it is. But I always aim to give the best job and results that I can with what I have, you know. Yeah, sometimes I even have to wonder, my God, is it the Bronco cars in the channel? But I don't even want the Bronco to hear. Yeah, I'm saying sometimes I wonder if it's the Bronco. Nobody love the Bronco. Everybody, cause you know, everybody knows on the commercial and the 030, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying they probably say this guy here and his older school more. What's wrong with him? But no, I love my Bronco, and tell the truth, even I know Mama Lisa probably remember it from one of my previous lives. I'm not really a big fan of a zero turn. You know, the zero turns are nice, yeah, much faster, all of that stuff. Maybe, yeah, one day I will definitely get one, but it's not something that I prioritize right now. The Bronco gets the job fairly well for me, and I'm very happy with my Bronco and grateful. I need to go wash her too. I need to go wash her and change the oil. You will see that video of Mama later about when I change the oil, but yeah. So I'm gonna give her a wash because it's been a while. She need to get a wash, you know. Yeah, guys, she need to get a wash. She been a very faithful more. If you're going to buy a lawn tractor, if you're into buying a lawn tractor or looking for a lawn tractor, stay away from the pony and get the Bronco, you know. Yeah, the Bronco never fails, guys. Even the other day, I was watching on the news there with that UPS plane. My God, condolence to those people's family and friends. You know, my God, that was definitely a crazy one there. I don't know how that they could have even let that engine come out of the shop with an engine that is not even mounted properly. So that's crazy. I didn't even get to watch everything on it, but I seen the news and I was talking to my friend this morning. I remember they said the last count was 11 and he was telling me, yeah, but 8 people still missing. So I said, my God, that definitely, somebody definitely dropped the ball there, you know? Yeah, that definitely is a sad one. Yeah, very sad. Even I heard a kid died, a baby. Yeah, that was definitely sad. Definitely sad. That's why I didn't even bother even try to get into it too deep. I just see it. I said, my God, something always happening, man. Something is always happening. But how is the weather where you are today, Mama Alita? How is the weather there? And Melissa, I don't know if Melissa, are you still with us, Melissa? How is the weather where you guys are? Please feel free, guys, to ask any questions. You know how it is. I'm just trying to keep the live and active live. You know, usually I'm here by myself, sometimes with Mama Alita if she doesn't get the chance to join, you know. But she always join my live, and I'm hoping more of you guys will come over and join the live, guys. It's been a while I haven't done any live sessions, but I said definitely have to get a live out. You know, it's been about a week now. It's been bugging my head. You need to do a live. You need to do a live, man. You know, but I'm just adjusted more, and as you guys see, you know, yeah, just try to bring more stuff out, you know. But please feel free, guys, to ask any questions, you know, any topics, anything you want to talk about, guys. Please feel free, you know. And even that little cat you seen the other day, I put on my post, guys. That's a little cat. He always comes by here, you know. Even though sometimes that's how I know animals have sense, you know, because sometimes when I'm leaving, he look at me and I say, "All right, buddy, I'm going to the store. Then I'll come back and bring you some food, man." And ever since that, anytime I come outside, if he's probably across the fence or anything, as soon as he see me come out, he run, come around and look at me. So I say, alright, buddy. If I'm going to the store, I say, alright, buddy. Or if I'm not, I say, later, buddy. Yeah, but animals definitely, you know, sensible. The reason I call him scaredy cat, one thing you cannot catch him. You cannot not really catch him, but even to say pet him. Yeah, you don't want nobody touching him. He's a wild cat, you know. We actually today we had 75 or 76, I believe it was last time I seen it earlier. But that's something I'm very glad it ain't too cold. You know, we got a cold front the other day. Oh, it's in the 80s there. Oh my God, you're warm. You're warmer than us. I believe we're 76 degrees today. My God, Mama Alita, you living the life. You need to send some more of that sunshine my way. Yeah, I need some more of that 80s. You know, we're starting to get down into the 70s. Most of this week has been 70s. You know, but I'm surprised you say you're in the 80s. My God. Yeah, but thankfully the time ain't getting too cold this year that quickly. I remember last year the weather kind of got messed up with Irma. You know, last year the weather was definitely crazy after Irma there, but definitely I'm grateful we haven't gotten any major chills yet. I heard they say next week it will be in the 40s, so you'll probably be down into the 30s, Mama, later. So you better enjoy that 80s while you can, you know, soak up all that sun. Because you know when the winter starts, hopefully it's not too bad of a winter this year. I'll take more of the rain, but the cold, I don't want too much cold. Yeah. Yeah, I know, okay. If we are going to be in the 40s, you and definitely know Georgia, and the more north you go, you're going to be. And especially inland, you're going to be colder. So, Yeah, they say next week Tuesday, I believe, starting next week Tuesday morning, you go and get a cold frame. But I don't think it's going to be too long. It should be like a couple of days, probably. Yeah, just want to keep the weather neutral right now. Don't want to get too much of that cold yet. Ain't ready for that, you know? And the time is flying by so fast, my God, man. Yeah, I was just thinking about your garden to ask about it. You're going to have to definitely cover up some plants, you know? God, they definitely said it's going to be a freeze, so. But hopefully it doesn't last too long. Hopefully it's just probably a couple days and just a little cold front snap passing by. Cold snap passing by, you know? I remember in like 2018 or sometime around then, Christmas was like in the 70s or 80s. That's the first one. I said, my God, it didn't even really feel like Christmas. I'll take a cold day on Christmas Day, but on Christmas Eve. Probably 3, 4, 5 days, you know, for the 20, you know, that week. But not all December. And then January and February. No. I think they're scared of cat. Yeah, but the weeks flying by, man. Before you look, we're going to be in 2026. My God, the time is going by so rapidly. As you see, Monday morning, you look again, it's Friday. Sunday, Monday, bam. Yeah, the time is flying by. So, how's everything else been with you, Mama Alita? Yep, it's flying by, you know. It's, my God, man. And then the daylight saving time the other day, you had to kind of get readjusted again. The way time is flying now, it didn't take any time, much time to get adjusted. Yeah, this time it didn't take much time to get adjusted. Usually it takes a couple of weeks probably to get adjusted, but this time around, my God. You haven't adjusted to it as yet? Sometimes in the morning, that's the only tricky part, like in the morning. But, you know, it's kind of, I'm almost fully adjusted myself. It's not bad as it used to be, where, as I said, it takes probably weeks, but, you know, just sometimes in the morning when you wake up, it may be still be a bit dark at 7. And if you don't check the time, you know, that's when it gets up on you. But I prefer when it's 1 hour ahead, 1 hour ahead. You know, I prefer the daylight saving. What about yourself? Which one do you prefer? Yeah, I prefer the daylight saving. Time goes by much quicker and you have more time to do stuff. 7, 8 o'clock, you still have some daylight. You can get more stuff done throughout the day, you know? So you have a more productive day. Yeah, I prefer it myself, you know? So what's your plans for the weekend? What is your plans for the weekend if you don't mind me asking Mama later? My plans basically I'ma see tomorrow I got some work to go do this weekend here. I'ma just take care of that, not much, just go take care of that. And as I said, it is I'm always hunting the videos, so looking forward to finding as I say I know where a couple are, just gotta get my hands on them. Uh, Yeah, one thing with me, whenever I find a video, guys, I'm always thanking God. That's the first thing. And throughout my me shooting that video, getting the job done, I'm just always, boy, thank you, God. Thank you, God. When I'm done, I always have to say thank you, God. Because I said I just love making the content. And as soon as I'm done, edit, shooting straight home, edit. Definitely. Well, that's not bad. You at least you get to rest, watch some TV. That's something I want to try to do this weekend. Probably watch a few movies or play a few video games. Try to get my mind into certain gears and you have to still think of other stuff. But there's something to balance the brain and not let the brain get too carried away with too much. And then before you turn and look, it's Monday morning again. At least my favorite time of the year is coming up. Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. No matter what or what is happening, Christmas is always my favorite time. Yeah, I just love the spirit of Christmas. What's your favorite holiday, Mama Lita? Welcome to my other viewers. Please feel free to join into the chat, guys. Don't feel shy. You can introduce yourself. Let me know. Let us know who is watching. And we can build even a stronger conversation. Yeah, I'm planning definitely to go out and get some footage of that and put that out. I believe they're supposed to start the 15th of this month, but I wouldn't want to get out that early to try to get anything on there. What I'm saying? I wanted to go when it's more closer to that time of year. Yeah, where everybody can sit back and enjoy and relax. Yeah, we're not that short on content where we need to go and rush to get that. Yeah, we're not too short on content like that, Mama Lita. I want to try to get also some more driveways in. I just need to find some definitely dirty ones where we can get those in. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed. It was just something different. I said it was give you a joke of all the years I've been living here, and they have been having the nights of light. Of as far as I know, that is the first time I've ever been down there. That is the first time I've ever been there myself. Yeah, I said I'm sure my viewers will enjoy this. Yeah, so this is something different and everyone can enjoy. But I passed by there when it was. I believe I passed down there yesterday. I seen them doing the decorations and all that stuff, you know. So I know this year they're even going to probably have even a much more brighter show. You know, every year they try to do something more extreme than the last. So I'm sure they will have a very good show this year. But as I said, I know they have to set up early, but it's sometime too early to start the show, you know? Yeah, but you can look out for that, Mama later. I'm definitely already have that booked. I'm definitely going to have some content on that. Cause I did enjoy it myself. It's nice, you know? Yeah, it was definitely a nice ambience and just the scenery and everything was very nice. Peaceful and relaxing, you know? So what's your favorite time of year? I don't think you had answered that question. What is your favorite time of the year? Another thing I need to go get me one of those battery they call it inverters, because sometimes when I'm out my battery keep dying and not dying, it starts to die, and then you know you have to start to rush. I have to put the phone on charge in the truck, so I'm definitely go get one of those either this evening or this weekend, because definitely need to have that phone fully charged always, you know, something that can give me a quicker recharge. But yeah, I got you, Mama Alita. Yeah, that time of the year is just a peaceful time, you know. It's the most peaceful time, you know. Everybody is more at home too. You're comfortable at home, but you're just a more comforting feeling, you know. So that's definitely my time of the year. I'm sure most people would agree that's their favorite time too, you know. It's been a while I haven't seen snow. Yeah, I remember the first time I seen snow in real life. I said, my God, I had to go outside and take it up and say, my God, go play in it for a bit, you know. That was up in Baltimore. I love Baltimore. Yeah, cause y'all did get some snow last year. Definitely, that's right. Yeah, you did get some snow. A lot too, I believe y'all. Yeah, yeah, Mama Rita. I believe y'all had record snowfalls too. Y'all did definitely get a lot of snow for real. Remember now. Florida got some, what year was it? In 2019 in Tallahassee. So I believe you probably would have gotten some around that time as well. But I remember in Florida I got some a while back, about 4 or 5 years ago. 6 years ago. But you better be careful what you ask of Mama Lita. You might ask for a snow, you get a big snow snarb and then you snowed in. So you have to be careful what you ask for, you know. Because even sometimes, a lot of time I talk to people in Jamaica, oh, they want the rain, they want the rain. And there goes the hurricane, they got more than they asked for, you know. So sometimes we have to be definitely careful what we ask for, you know, because sometimes God hears so many prayers for it, He just give it in abundance, you know. But it would be nice if y'all get some more snow this year, you know. As I tell anybody, if that last winter we had last year, if it gets any colder, because only thing if we had any rain or any moisture in the air like that, we would have probably got a few flakes ourselves, you know. But because we didn't have any rain in the atmosphere, that's the only reason I believe we didn't get any. But they said definitely if there was any precipitation or anything like that, we would have definitely have a few flakes. But I'm not going to put it aside with the way climate change and global warming and all that stuff is happening right now in the world. I wouldn't doubt it that it can happen at any time, you know. Not saying too much of southern Florida, but definitely North Florida, Northwest Florida, Northeast Florida. Yeah. Probably even Central Florida down in Orlando there too. You know. But it would be nice to even get a little day of it. Yeah, I would thank God for it. I ain't gonna lie, I would definitely thank God and be very appreciative of it and enjoy it. No matter how cold it is, I would just make the best of that day. Yeah. Sometimes when the time gets so cold, what I have to think about, my God, I say, sometimes when I usually like go fishing during that time period, I would say, my God, how the fish and the sea animals or any water animal, how do they survive this cold? If we are land so cold and they in water, and if we go into that water, we, you know, we will get hypothermia. I say, how do these animals survive? But you know, it is, you know, nature and God makes everything special. Like they're warm blooded, so they know how to adjust. But definitely, I say, my God, mammals, my God. Cause the way the time is cold, boy, you just see them and say, how do they survive, boy? They must have a house under there where them can go in and warm up. I haven't been out fishing lately, Mama. It's been a little while I ain't been out, you know. Last time I went to my little spot wasn't anything biting, but haven't have any time or anything like that to really get out and get any fishing done. What about yourself? Have you been doing any fishing lately? I know you say your brother he does most of the fishing. I don't know if you do got out and have gotten a chance to get any done. What I want to do probably one of these days. We got the alligator farm here. It's been a while I ain't been here. I've been here one time, you know. But sometimes I say I love alligators, so probably one year go there and probably even get a video of that too. What you think about that idea, Mama Lita? Dave. So like your brother goes fishing every day. It's been a little while I haven't been out. That's I even said to myself the other day, my God, man, I eat some steam fish. My God. I guess he's a avid angler. Especially, I'm sure he has his boat. He probably loves driving the boat as more than he loves fishing. You know, sometimes some people just love driving their boat. I was asking. I said I was probably going to go to the alligator farm one day. You know, probably do a video there. Or no, what do you think of that idea? Have you watched any Jamaican movies, Mama Alita, lately, or I don't know? I have one recommendation I would probably recommend to you if you would be interested. You know, you can probably find it. You should be able to find it on YouTube here. I seen they were premiering it the other day. A nice older Jamaica movie, probably like 70s, 80s movie, you know, but a very nice movie. Even myself, I was saying I probably go watch it this weekend here, this probably today, this evening, or definitely this weekend. Alrighty, Mama, later, definitely. When I do get a chance and go there, I'll definitely try to make some content there, you know. It's been a good little minute I haven't been over there. But I'm gonna recommend a Jamaica movie where you can probably go and if you get a chance, you can probably find it on even Netflix if you got Netflix. I don't know, but YouTube should have it probably. Most definitely, I've watched it a couple times on YouTube. It's called Rockers. Oh, alright. So you can check out this one. It's called Rockers. 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 That's a very nice movie. You know, it's a nice movie. Yeah, check out Rockers. You'll enjoy that movie. You can probably check on YouTube too. It should probably be on YouTube. So if not YouTube, Netflix, I'm sure we'll have it. You know. Alrighty, Mama Lita. I'm surprised everybody else probably just watching and nobody else want to talk. You know, I don't know why, but hopefully we can break them out the shell one day, Mama Lita. You know. Yeah, we need to get them out the shell, man. Everybody is acting shy. Yeah, well, I was glad I got some time today to go live, you know, and just come out and interact with. Yeah, I know you're a talker, Mama Lita. You don't gotta tell me, you know, you're always the one that always keep the live going. You know, that's why whenever you don't join, I say, my God, the live is gonna be a rough one today. I'm all by myself. Yeah, because you're the only one who usually comes over and communicates and make it what it's supposed to be, you know? And as I said, you joining is always greatly appreciated. It's been a while I haven't heard from Good God. I need to remember catch back her name again. But Good God, she knows herself if she watches this live whenever, hopefully she does and she's still with us. Yeah. She is the only other person who have ever joined this live and chimed in. And thank God, thanks be to Ann today and Melissa. Yeah, we have to be very grateful for them too for joining the live and chiming in for the few minutes that they had. I don't know if Melissa is still on the live, but big shout outs to them. I'm sure later more people will watch it, but hopefully one day they will join too and just even spend a minute or two. I'm not somebody who's going to bark at you or bite you. So we just keep it going, but no matter what, Mama Lita, you're always greatly appreciated. Yeah, you have to know that, and the love is genuine, and the appreciation is definitely genuine. I never know I would have anybody ever in my life just support me like that. Not saying I'm not a good person or anything, but usually it is. So I have to take my hats off and thank God and pray that He always blesses you immensely, blesses everyone who watches the channel and views, guys. But your support goes a long, long way, Mama Alita. And don't worry. When we get there, you don't have to worry. Yeah, I can guarantee you that. Hoping to get some other. Yes, Mama Alita. And I don't know, maybe spend another 3 to 5 more minutes. See what else is going on today. As I say, I need to go wash it more. I want to wash it. I've been wanting to wash it for the longest time now. I say I need to clean the truck and get that washed too. So probably spend some time doing all of that stuff this weekend here and get some other videos onto the other channel as well. But hunting some more videos. Let's just there's a nice one I want to get on. So I'm gonna check that out for this weekend. Thank you, Mama Alita. I got a big shout out to my friend Nav too on that one there too, as he helped me out a lot towards that one where. But God bless him. Because that was his older truck, and he had always tell me I have it there and he's selling it. So whenever I'm ready, he has it. So I have to give a big shout out to him for even holding it for that long too. Because he seen that my older truck wasn't too much of the reliable one, but I miss even my old truck every day. I think about her, the older truck. I'm not gonna say old truck, the older truck. Yeah, but as you know, God make everything up for a reason, and this one is a more reliable vehicle. And cannot complain. But we're just gonna keep growing the channel. I ain't gonna give up Mama Lita no matter what. I ain't gonna give up. We're just gonna keep making our videos, and one day, we know we'll get through the gate where we deserve to be. Yeah. Right now I'm just keeping my eyes like that. Not getting any distractions. No matter what they're gonna come sometimes, but as long as I find the content, I ain't want to go say unless I have a video already planned for today or tomorrow or something like that. That's the only way I'll let this one slide by for the day. But as soon as I get them, I try to make sure right on it right away. So looking forward to us bringing some more great content, and we keep growing the channel. That is it, Mama Alita. That is it. As I said, I don't have any set number on where the channel needs to be, but I know we should be out more as we are doing the work. That was something I should have mentioned too. Sometimes in life, it's not who does the most work, that gets the reward. It's who is liked. But we ain't going to worry about that. We're just going to keep doing the work because I don't know any other way but to do the work. That's the only other way. That's the only way I know. Do the work, do the work. I don't know any other shortcut or anything like that. Just do the work. So that's me. I ain't never gonna run from any work. Anybody wanna go against with work? We can go up to it any day, anytime, any minute. I run circles around here and sit down waiting on you to pass me and then just run circles around here again. Yeah. I'm glad I trained myself from I'm a little kid. Yeah, and all who contributed to who I am as a man, and the examples that I grow and the lessons that I learned. Yeah. But love always, Mama Alita. I'm glad you joined the live today. And everyone else who joined, and Melissa, God bless you all as well. Everyone else, guys, come on, man. Join the live, guys. You ain't got to spend all day. If you can just spend a minute or two and say hello, that is greatly appreciated. So, until the next time, God bless you all. You have a great evening, Mama Alita. And thanks again for your support towards the channel. As you always know, it is greatly appreciated. And God bless you immensely. And your cups never run, may your cup never run dry. Your well never run dry and your cups overflow. God bless Mama Alita. And thank you again for making the live an active one. As you know, this is my week. This is not really Mark's strong spot. Sparky's strong spot. But you're helping to give the strength. Love always, always, Mama Alita. Always. You have a great evening and I see you on the next one. You have a great evening.